Okay. So, in today's class of physics of grade 10th, means for 10th standard, we are going to discuss about factors facting factors affecting resistance, factors affecting the conductor resistance of a conductor. As we have done or we have discussed about resistance, the resistance is simply like the opposition to the flow of electrons or the opposition to the flow of current. Before we discussing about the factors affecting the resistance, we must understand from where this resistance is being coming from where the resistance is coming from. So to understand that, let me remind you what we have discussed. For example, this is exactly a wire whom you call conductor as well, of length L. Now this circular part, this exactly like this way, if it is, we call it as area of a cross section. So let this area be A. This area of cross section is A. Now look, this is being attached with any of cell or battery. Now we know this battery or this cell will provide the potential difference between its ends. Now what this will do exactly? Because of this potential difference, the electrons starts running in one direction. This is what we have studied. And the positive holes or the positive charges starts vibrating or started moving in the other direction. Now, what do you think? When they will run, they can't hit each other. The electrons will hit each other. Also to the positive ions from which these electrons comes out. You just imagine by yourself, if you are running on a road and suddenly you will hit by the persons on the way, what will happen to your motion? There will be a stoppage. And this, hitting continuously with each other of electrons or with the positive ions give rise to resistance. It means the resistance to the flow of current in any of the wire is just because of these hittings. Now the concept with me is which factors are affecting the resistance. Isn't it the first factor is, look, if this wire is of more length, then electrons has to travel more length and more hitting will be there. It means very simply more resistance will be there. So the first factor is resistance is directly proportional to the length of conductor. Means if length of conductor is more, then the resistance also more. Those people whose house meters are far away, they are always getting more electric bills, because in that case electrons or these charges have to travel more longer distance to reach their houses. Because if length is more, resistance is more. If resistance is more loss of energy and they are getting more bill. Second, that is area of cross section. Means if this area of cross section is more, means if it is more, try to understand, then this conductor will have more area for electrons to run. Now just imagine out by yourself, if you have more space to run, the chances of striking will decrease. It means if chances of striking will decrease, then automatically resistance will also decrease. It means if area is more, area of cross section is more, resistance will be less. So the second factor is resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. Understood? That is, if area of cross section is more, resistance will be less. The third factor. The third factor is that is nature of the material of conductor. Nature of material of conductor. Now very simple. Look, if this is the wire or this is the conductor. Now if it is made up of plastic, what? The resistance will be maximum. There will be no flow of current. But if at the same time this is simply made up of iron, then resistance will be less. So it means resistance depends upon the nature of the material of conductor. And the fourth one factor is temperature. Now it is easily understandable. If I'll increase the temperature, the electron speed will definitely increase. The positive ions will vibrate at higher speeds. It means hitting time will be less, they will hit quickly, and the resistance will increase. So temperature or resistance is directly proportional to temperature. I hope these 4 points are clear about resistance. Means what is resistance, why it is been there, that is just because of hindrance to the flow, and how this resistance has been affected. This is 100% sure topic from finals. Thank you.